Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's myself, Philippa Monique, and Helen Lucas. How you doing?
Hola.
Oh, you're still in Madrid mode.
Yeah. I've come back to London and the sun is shining, so I feel like I'm still in Spain.
The weather's been amazing. It's match day, as we know. We've got a big match in the Premier League against Fulham at home at Emirates. But also, I want to touch on so many things before we get into that because I'm on edge. We've had 2 double game weeks this week. I'm talking about men and women. So earlier this week, Helen, the lovely Helen, was in Madrid watching our men battle it out in the Champions League against Atletico, whilst I was at the Emirates watching our women absolutely dominate and batter Leicester City 7-0. Both games won at the same time, and now I'm watching the Arsenal women take on Lyon in the second leg of the Women's Champions League.
And hopefully we're going to be watching our men batter Fulham.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. That is what I'm hoping for. At the moment, though, we're currently losing 2-0, and it's 3-2 to Lyon on aggregate in the Women's Champions League. So we've got to get the girls need to lock in because we need to see them in the final, and we'd love to see both teams in the final. But yeah, before we get into the reigning champions, of course. Before we get into today's fixture, seeing as you was in Madrid, give us a little rundown of how it was, not just the match, but like your experience. You've been to many European away games and away games in general. Just tell us what it was like.
It was brilliant. It was, to be honest, right, so I'll be very honest. It didn't have this, because obviously I was in Madrid for the semi-final last year, so beautiful experience. I love traveling to European away games. I was even in Madrid when we played Atletico when they knocked us out of the Europa Cup the year Wenger was manager. So it's my third time to kind of like a semi-final setting in Madrid. And I have to say it felt very, very weird this time because there was a whole hoo-ha with, not a hoo-ha, but they've changed the way away fans are allocated tickets. Okay. So I feel like that really stressed out the fans a lot because everyone's landing different days, different ways to get to the venue of the match due to financial circumstances because we are over penalized by the airlines, by the hotels, by all the accommodation. Any which way you try and do a cheap away day, absolutely impossible. It's so expensive. So then you land, or however you've got there. Some people might have taken 2 days to get to
train, bus, boat, whatever.
Cars, whatever. And then you get there, and then you've got to then spend another 2-3 hours, maybe 4, trying to get to wherever the collection is on match day, or if you're fortunate enough to get there the night before, if you're there before 6, because you had to be there before 6 to collect on the Monday night. And then obviously anytime, whatever time you're arranging, so you've got to check into accommodation, get over to pick up your tickets, because that's always my first priority of things to do, holding your ticket. So that was a little bit kind of like tedious. I felt like it wasted a lot of my time on Tuesday, which could have been spent, like a little bit less.
Enjoying the city.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was fine because I'm fortunate to have been before, so I didn't really care. I had to hit up my spots for food. That was it. And apart from that,
these are the things that people don't see when traveling to away games. You just think, oh, those fans are lucky. They're in the stadium. They've just jumped on a plane and gone. But even when I've traveled with you, we've been to a few European away games.
Stressful.
Yeah, we've gone by car.
Organized.
When we went to France, we went by car.
We went to Lyon, where the girls are.
Yeah, we went to Lyon for the Women's Champions League 2 seasons ago.
Champions League there years ago.
Yeah,
Porto.
Yeah, Porto was lovely. Porto was the most seamless one, and do you know why? And I'll put it out there because that was one that was thankfully, and I'm so grateful that was covered by TNT Sports. So we didn't have to go through the hoo-ha, as Helen says, as getting the accommodation sorted, getting the flights and everything. Everything was just smooth sailing because it was sorted out. But
which was amazing.
There's been times where, what was another game we went to? I can't remember. Let's say Bayern Munich, for example.
Switzerland, and they changed the location of the match. Do you remember?
Yeah.
We all flew, all of us flew into Zurich, and then they changed the venue, the stadium. I can't remember what the reason was. They changed it. Then we had to work out how on earth we were going to get to this next city where the game was. I remember we got a train. We sat in the first class, not knowing we were in the first class.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, this is a bit nice.
Yeah. And they were actually fine with us. Did you have to pay extra? I didn't remember. Nothing you do goes to plan on an away.
Yeah.
But
away games.
Other than the result, lovely. I forgot. Even though I've been to the stadium, I think maybe I don't know if it's been redeveloped.
Yeah.
The last time I was there, because I don't feel like I remember it looking like that.
Yeah.
Stuck us up in the gods with a big net over it. So if everyone thinks my content was a bit lame, that's the reason why. There's no point
hardly see the pitch
and do really nice reels and content through a net. It's gonna look rubbish. So there you go. It was a bit rubbish.
But your thoughts on the result before we get into the other games? And yes, we're not covering the girls at the moment, Jack Swagger, but we are. I am watching it on screen. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Thoughts on the result before we get into the Premier League fixture? 1-1. We're bringing it back to basically 0-0 back to the Emirates Stadium next week in a few days. What's your thoughts on the result and the game? And what were the fans like at full-time whistle? What was the energy like?
The fans were amazing. The energy was amazing. We were 100% behind the team. We were proud of the team. They put in a brilliant performance. I feel we should have won that. Well, maybe not won it, but we should have definitely had that second penalty. I feel we were cheated. And had we have had that penalty, I'm hoping Saka was going to take it because Gyökeres weren't on the pitch at that point. I don't know who was going to take it. I was assuming Saka was. So it would have been the perfect welcome back for Saka as well.
Although Trossard was holding on to that ball though.
Yeah, actually, maybe Trossard would have taken it. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, what is everyone's thoughts in the chats? What do you all think? I never got the luxury of replays at the time, but from where I was, very far away through the net, it looked like a penalty.
I obviously didn't get to see the game. As I said, I was at the Emirates Stadium watching the Arsenal women. But at the end of the WSL fixture, I did go inside the press room and saw that the game was still on. And they did show a replay very quickly, and it looked like a penalty. But I only saw the replay once.
I just felt like it went on forever. Why VAR got involved, firstly, I do not know. Because if it's not a clear and obvious error, why are they getting involved? It wasn't like it wasn't a penalty. Everyone's still debating it. So I don't understand why they got involved. Simeone was bullying off everyone like he does. The whole team was harassing the referee. He's got VAR in both ears harassing him, saying, go to the screen and don't give that penalty. But I want to know, if that was Atletico given that, was he going to get harassed? Was VAR going to be in his ears to overturn that decision? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't know. Well, it's done now. All we've got to do is make sure we absolutely take it home next week. It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's coming around quick.
And can I add, they're resting their whole team. They've rested their whole team. That's the luxury they have because they're not fighting for the title. They have got a game. They're playing Valencia. They've rested their whole team. Today or tomorrow. I don't know when they're playing. I think it's today. But anyway, they've rested the whole team, which they have been doing for the whole of this tournament.
Okay.
And did everyone see on TV that they watered only our
half
section?
I saw that on Instagram.
And I hope my best friend Mikel's got a plan up his sleeve.
Is he petty like that? Will he do that? We'll see.
Oh, I hope he is. I mean, I'm happy to give him lots of suggestions if he needs that kind of help. And I'm sure he doesn't. Like maybe like really hot water or really cold water in the showers. No, I'm joking.
Just to touch on Elijah's comment, then I'll get through the rest of the comments as well. We mentioned it just moments ago that both Helen and I covered the women's. We've played Lyon a few times now because I must admit we are two of the best teams in Europe. Like we're top 5 and we're not number 5. So we've played Space Lyon many times, and we covered a Lyon game at this very stadium, which was amazing, by the way. And I think we won 5-0 that day, didn't we? It was like, wow.
Yeah, it was a big game. And no one expected it to be such a high-scoring game because Lyon were the favourites, if you remember.
Yes, of course. Yeah, Lyon were the absolute giants in the Champions League. So we was going into that game thinking, it was probably going to be a tight 2-1. We absolutely dominated 5-0. But no, we're not covering the women's game. We're not in Lyon. We are actually going to the Emirates in a couple hours' time. So we'll be there, and we'll obviously have some content for you after the game as well. But yeah, let's get into this game. Arsenal v Fulham. We went through it in our last video about our remaining games, on what points we expect to get from them. And this was one of the games that I was and ahhing about, only because of how tight it is for those European spaces. So when I last checked, Fulham are on, I think, 48 points, and the sixth space position for the Europa League is on 50 points, which I think is Brighton. So they're 2 points away from qualifying for Europe. Yes, there's a few more games remaining, but they're fighting for something. And yes, we are too, of course. But when you've got two teams fighting for something, it's going to be a very, very tough game.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this game?
I'm actually feeling really confident because for me, number one, it's May. Thank God we're out of April. I hate April. We do not pick. April is our worst month always for points tally and nervy football. So I'm glad to see the back of April, May, brand new month, and our stats are good in May. Just putting that out there first. Secondly, our performances have been so much better. Man City, we played well. I think we should have won that game. Looking back on it, people might not agree. That's my opinion. I think we should have won. And I think we were really good again the other night. So I just think maybe the Arsenal that everyone are crying out for might turn up today.
I really hope so. What's your expected lineup?
I'm expecting a strong lineup. I think Saka might get 45 minutes today because I think we need to get him back and match ready. I think Mikel might be wanting him for Tuesday, and he did play. What did he have? 10, 15 minutes the other night. So right? So Raya in goal, Hincapié. I think it's going to be standard. Oh yeah, 3-2. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at the score.
Just put it on there. Just
so Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Hincapié, Mosquera, probably be Ben White, probably be Ben again.
Do you reckon? He got taken off early, didn't he?
Ain't that because of the penalty he gave away?
No,
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
How are you feeling about so in that game, I was having this conversation with my friend earlier where Declan Rice played in the number 6 role.
I think he looked better.
Yeah, but which is where
Mendy looked better higher up the pitch, should I say.
Yeah.
Declan can do both positions pretty equally. So I think, I do prefer Zubimendi up there because I think we get the best out of him and he's less under pressure. But is that deceiving because it's in the Champs where it's not as congested and physical also as the Prem?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see today because I believe he'll probably start in the same system.
Do you reckon?
I don't know. I think so. Mikel does.
What, the same system to Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Or do you mean to Newcastle?
No, I think he'll play a bit higher up the pitch. I think he'll play in, Zubimendi there. But I don't know, because he might tell us all. Because in reality, he should be playing Miles. He should be playing all the other players and resting the key players, and he might well do that.
But why? But both competitions are so important at this point in the season. Not saying that Miles is not up to scratch, but
I think they're more than capable of playing against Fulham, with respect to Fulham.
So you think that the certain players that have been on the bench from in recent games, the majority of the season, should have a chance to play more minutes today?
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, I think he'll go with Trossard today,
right,
over Gabby Martinelli. I could be wrong, but he might.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of people that were surprised to see Gabby ahead of Trossard the other night. Yeah. So I don't know. Is he?
But we see the Champions League. I feel like Champions League is both for Martinelli and Trossard. They show up for the Champions League.
You need their pace. It's all about the pace. But then in the Prem, sometimes you need the physicality and the tenacious kind of style of Trossard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I understand.
What does everyone in the chat think? I mean, I don't know.
Let me go to the chat. So I wasn't even looking. Sorry, guys. April is Arteta's Achilles heel. Yeah, we're happy April's gone. Mr. Golden Ball said, I want 3-0 today. No messing about. Let's play. Vamos! Are you girls concerned that Arsenal have not scored 2+ goals since the Leverkusen game. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I am. Well, I have realized that. I didn't.
Concerned. I'm very concerned about that. But I also think that's down to the way everyone just sits back and suffocates us and gives no space. And then I don't know if where we're trying to micromanage the game in every department and every being as efficient as possible, I don't think we're creating as many chances and using our forward players to the best of their ability in the style that we play.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, Mr. Golden Balls.
I think he didn't. I think we sort of went between a free and a. I think when our fullbacks kick on, he sits back, which we do in many games. It wasn't just yesterday. That's what we always do. But
it looks a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Although, isn't that Zubimendi's role? I don't actually know what his prime role was when we signed him, but I thought we signed him as a defensive midfielder, no?
Yeah, I think that is. But
and for me personally, Declan plays so much better going forward in the 8, or do you know what I mean? So I thought, why is Declan playing in the 6 kind of, and then we've got Zubimendi sitting in front of him when it should be the other way around, no? But whatever works, if it's working, then
yeah. Who are we to question? No, I'm joking.
No, but we need to question it because what's going on?
I don't know.
Jack's given his predicted 11. He's gone for Raya in goal, of course. Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, and Ben White is his back 4. Oh, wait, is that a back 4? Right, let me just read out his starting 11 because, okay, let me just read out. Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Ben White, Mosquera, Saka, Rice, Zubimendi, Gyökeres, and Jesus. Let me just picture this. So Raya, I know where he is. Saliba and Gabby, centre-back pairing.
Yeah.
Hincapié and White, where are they both going? Do you want Mosquera playing the midfield, or is Hincapié playing left mid? Because Hincapié, White, and Mosquera, I need you to explain this one to me. Because we've got Hincapié, White, Mosquera, and Rice, and Zubimendi. And then Gyökeres and Jesus. Helen, help me out with this one.
I'm baffed, babes. I'm very baffed by that
Jack, come on.
What's a bit more information? What's your formation then? If that's how you expected them to play?
What's the formation? Definitely.
Yeah.
I have a dream. Is this
Atumani
said, I have a dream City losing tomorrow. One can only dream. Oh, Leon had a penalty. That was saved. Amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the half.
We're chatting away. Yeah, sorry. I'm just making myself more comfortable.
Elijah's predicted 11 is Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice, Madueke, Victor, Gyökeres, and Eze. You say that's better?
Yeah, I'm more comfortable now.
I thought you meant the starting lineup. Both.
Yeah.
What's your predictions for today then? Like, obviously we're in a position where we absolutely need 3 points.
My prediction is 3-1 Arsenal.
Okay, that's good for the goal.
And I know we ain't scored more than 1 goal, but I feel like we're going to score some goals today. And I just don't think. I mean, I prefer 3-0, but I'm not sure if we can keep a clean sheet at the moment either.
Really?
Yeah, but hopefully we will, and it'll be 3-0, and I'm wrong.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That is the prediction I've gone for. Although I need more goals from Arsenal, but I'm not seeing it. But I've also gone for 1-0 as well, Elijah. Just because 3-0 guarantees the 3 points, and I haven't seen from us in recent games, like you said earlier, are scoring 2 or more goals in weeks. Yeah. And that's exactly what we need right now. We need to win and also score goals, because I know you lot are hoping and dreaming of an Everton win tomorrow, but it's very likely in this run into the end of the season that Man City are going to win the remaining games. It's very likely to be. I know they wasn't completely convincing against Burnley. I was expecting them to dominate and get 4-5-0. So I was very surprised that Burnley kept them at a 1-0. So I guess that's where the hope is coming from most Arsenal fans, saying that, Everton can do something tomorrow, which why not? Hill Dickinson Stadium. Man City ain't played there yet. So let's see. Was my ticker thing at the bottom clear? I put the score there, but maybe because it's red blending with red, it's not that clear. What color should I change it to? What's a good color?
What score? Is it
not there? You can't see at the bottom of the screen.
What, 3-2?
Scrolling across the bottom. Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's only because Daniel let us know the score, but it's there. It's there on the screen, but maybe it's not that obvious.
No, it is. It's running along it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, 3 points is the most important thing right now. The absolute bonus would be to have.
So they're saying 4-4-2 formation.
4-4-2. Let me go back to his 11. Where is it? 4-4-2. So Saliba, Gabby, Capier, White. And then Mascara. Okay, Mascara, Saka, Rice, Mendy in the middle four. And then Gyökeres and Jesus up top. I don't think Arteta will do that.
I can't see him being that defensive, though, against Fulham. Would he?
Yeah,
Would he need to do that? Maybe.
Mascara midfield. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Is that what he's known for then? I mean, I'm sure he can play there, but I didn't realise he was like he'd be used there.
No, I don't know. I don't think we'll see that.
I know he can play anywhere across the back. I didn't realise he was like, I know Miles has always been a midfielder, and we kind of converted him slightly to the fullback position. Left back position. But I didn't know that about Mascara. Maybe he's also a midfielder when he was younger.
Jack's just being hopeful to see something. Jack just wants to see something different, like I saw.
So don't you want to just see like different players play that are more attacking?
So you mentioned Miles, but who else would you want to see play? Max Dowman?
You've got Max.
Yeah.
You've got Jesus. Like, you've got players like that can come and play. You've got Jesus.
He played the other night.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. They could start. Jesus could start on the right. He could start on the right instead of Noni, let's say.
Okay.
He can play on that side. I mean, he never plays in the middle up top when he's picked to play centre striker anyway.
Can we please talk about Noni for a moment? Because I don't know if you've seen it on your timeline, but I've seen it plenty on mine. This
that stuff on Twitter. The stuff on Twitter.
Is it on Twitter as well? I've seen it on Instagram mainly. I don't
on Twitter. I'm not on it. I'm not on that X thing.
So people send it to you, right?
I've just been seeing it coming up about like all these accounts, and you scroll across and there's all this crazy nonsense,
horrible things about him,
absolute disgraceful abuse. But
where is it come from?
I don't know.
So basically, that's what it was on X that I saw it. So someone sent it to me.
It's on X.
So I think he's going to be on Sky Sports today. I think for Saturday Social, one of these shows.
Who is?
Sky Sports put a tweet out, not on the show, but like they probably filmed it pre-week, whatever.
Who's going to be on the show?
Noni, they Saturday Social have player interviews in the middle of the show.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're just doing a bit of normal media work that every football player is contracted to do. Yeah.
So I think they put out a tweet saying we have Noni as a guest. Ask him any question, like Q&A. Ask me, and the questions.
That's where it started from.
The questions were insane. Like some of them,
do you know why there's lines on the pitch?
Yeah. Can you see the line, or do you run it out of play on
Yeah.
Some of them I thought funny. Some of them I thought this is over the top.
No, that's I just think it's rude. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Too much. When did this hate train for Noni start?
I don't know. Well, the hate train started with the Arsenal fans last summer.
Before he even started, before he was signed, isn't it?
That's where it started. There was a whole petition. I mean, have you ever heard of anything so silly ever?
It's embarrassing.
It's disgusting.
Stop him from signing. Like what? And then he had a few good performances, and it's like, okay, Noni's all right. Noni's doing better than Saka.
When Noni plays, they cheer for him. When he scores, they cheer. They're grateful. So why did they have a problem when he was getting signed?
I really don't know. I'm really disgusted.
To be fair, I think it's less personal to Noni and more about Arsenal's past business transactions when Edu was working at the club. The amount of ex-Chelsea players that often were the descent of Brazil that were signed. Leaves.
That's got nothing to do with Noni. So why is he getting the
brunt? I know that. I think the anger stemmed from the fact that it was money and business yet again done by Chelsea. So they're just totally targeting him, saying he's going to be a flop, he's rubbish, because everyone else we have signed from Chelsea has always been rubbish. And that's unfortunately where it came from.
It's horrible. This is one of the responses, right? It's got 21,000 likes, 503 retweets or whatever you call it now. I don't know what you call it, re-X's, I don't know. Hello, Noni. I would like to ask a question. Is there a reason you choose to run the ball out of play or shoot at the side netting rather than scoring or assisting a goal? Want to hear the mentality behind it. Do you know how cheeky that is? Because you've worded it so nicely, but you're being the furthest thing from nice.
But did they actually ask him any of these questions? Because I think
probably not.
Good, I hope not.
And not to single Noni out, because I feel like every time Sky Sports and whoever else puts out these Q&As on Twitter, they never get serious questions. The producers probably have to ask the questions on the spot, like find questions on the day, because all the questions are always unserious. But these ones, I was like,
yeah.
Noni, sorry, Elijah said, are you girls talking about Arsenal Noni on Sky Sports? Yes. I think the only reason why Arsenal fans hate Madueke is because they signed him from Chelsea, which is not.
Yeah, it was that. Definitely it was that. It was that. But I think our reaction, as in not mine, but like the behaviour of some of the Arsenal fans by starting a petition, like at what point do fans think they are so entitled that they're going to dictate the actual business transactions any business does? Because let's keep it real, Arsenal is a business. It's £1 billion business. As much as they might respect fans for supporting, respect the funds that they collect and how prosperous fans help their business run, they're not going to sit there listening to anything the fans say or do.
Yeah. Johnson says, Helen, I think the price tag didn't help too. What was he again? 60 million? No? What was he?
No. I think it was about 54, no?
Around that mark.
I think the problem in my conversations I have with many people is, why did we not go and get Semenyo when his trigger in the transfer contract was only 60 million? Why did you waste 55, 60, whatever the sum was on Noni, and not go and tap up Semenyo when you knew he was an Arsenal fan? You knew he was leaving. He only just signed his contract to ensure that Bournemouth could get the type of price tag respectable by the player and him, you know, like for the service, gentleman's agreement, you know, like that's the way business is conducted. So I've had a lot of people say, but why would you not wait and go and do that in January the way City did? It's more that. But I don't know that our fans that were doing all of that noise were that smart or that intelligent to have known and thought about that far ahead, because it's in hindsight, mate, I'm sure that deal was signed after. That's the only good, half decent argument I've had put to me personally in conversations was, but we could have got Semenyo, and that's a fact. And that's the only flaw I will give that whole situation. But I'm not even convinced that Semenyo was an option as quick. I reckon that all happened a couple of weeks after we'd already signed him.
Yeah.
But I know the way it works. Every agent, every club is notified months before of possible contractual transactions, everything. So Arsenal knew. So somewhere along the line, they failed, because in not doing that, we allowed City to go and do that with all the injuries they've had. They boosted, because they were struggling with their injuries. Hence why
they did the business in January, though. They need to do.
Yeah, when they were. And then as soon as they got Semenyo, they haven't dropped that many points since.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of allowed your competition to strengthen at your own kind of, because we let also Ethan go on loan, which at the time I remember we did shows and I was like, why would you let Ethan go? We're in 4 tournaments. If you're serious about all 4 tournaments, you need you need your whole squad. I wasn't convinced that was a good, loan for him, because they call it the Farmers League firstly, but I'm not calling it that.
Yeah, so but Saliba went there and Saliba smashed it.
I know that. I know that. But I'm
saying what the critics are saying.
What the critics were saying at the time, it's a Farmers League. Why wouldn't you just leave him here and you play him in all your cup? You play him in the Carabao, you play him in the FA Cup. There's your 10 games there. Yeah. If you get to the final in both. Or maybe not 10, but it would have been, and then his minutes and cameos in this team. And he would have been needed, because we've had so many injuries since January. So
it's a shame. And it is annoying because business is discussed, like you said, months in advance. There's players that are potentially signing for, obviously I don't know the names, don't think I've got it in the inside scoop, but there's players potentially signing for Arsenal that have been spoken to by the club since January, February.
Definitely.
Sometimes even December, that are signed in the summer.
Even sometimes a season or two before as well, Pippa.
Mm-hmm. So to not get the target.
Sorry, I've just seen Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
Peppa Pig because we're wearing pink.
No, I think it's actually to do with Spurs. He said in his previous comment. I don't know what it means though. Let me go back up.
Oh, I think it's a collaboration with Peppa Pig. Oh my God, Pippa, have you not seen it? No. Guys, can we talk about this Peppa Pig collaboration with Spurs? Yeah. Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig is iconic.
Let's watch it.
Why are they collaborating with Spurs? Of course.
They've done a whole collaboration. Tottenham,
really?
Spurs.
Right.
Yeah, you got to see
the message behind it?
It's their new stylish vibe, isn't it? You know the way we bang out loads and loads and loads of different collaborations? This is one of their ones, a Peppa Pig one.
Our collaborations actually make sense. Like the beer companies that we partner with, people drink those beers. Like the alcoholic companies like Chivas.
Do they only drink them after they've collaborated with Arsenal, or do they drink them before? Because I think you might find, I hadn't heard of any of them.
I think people drink Camden Hills before
I've never
Arsenal.
heard of it until they sponsored Arsenal.
Is it? Like if you're a beer drinker, yeah, why not Pale Ale? Like I don't know much about it.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it before.
But come on, like, but a lot of these brands you don't really know of until they.
I mean, I knew Aries before they collaborated with us, and I thought that was an amazing
fashion stuff. Yeah. But Peppa Pig, I don't understand that one.
Yeah, Peppa Pig. You got to see it.
That's like us collaborating with Mickey Mouse. I don't like. What does that collaboration mean?
Mickey Mouse.
I'm being so serious. What does it mean? Like we're collaborating with Horrid Henry. Like what does that do now?
Mickey Mouse.
I don't get it. I'm not even trying to be funny. I genuinely don't get it.
I don't get it. I think it's about the paycheck though, Pippa. I don't think they care about. They're not serious, surely.
No, someone please confirm for me.
I can't see Chanel like knocking on the door to do a collab anytime soon.
Let me go back to the comments. John says Wenger would have trusted Ranieri and our academy instead of spending 52 million on a squad player. How in this world is a 2 Premier League goal return acceptable for a 52 million pound signing? Eesh.
Oh.
But we're looking at goal. What's his goal contribution when he was at Chelsea? I'm sure he's got way more. I'm sure he had plenty of assists. There was a time that I had him in my fantasy team, and he used to get me loads of. There was a period he got me plenty of points. So
I hear this, man. I hear it, but I do feel like Noni's a wow factor player. Like him and Eze are X factor cards. You know, like. There's times I'm calling for Noni to be on the pitch because he's so unpredictable. He'll go with both his feet. I know people are like, oh, he can't stay on the pitch. But when he is on the pitch, he's tricky. He is so tricky to play against. Him, Max Dowman, I want to see more of these kind of plays, even if it's for 20 minutes. Yeah. Anything can happen. They cause chaos when they're on the ball. And they give the opposition a problem. We're a little bit predictable. We play very, very safe balls. Certain players are very easy to get the ball off because they'll give it away. We can't win back the second balls because of the space and the movement. And that's
that's what Man City have with Shirky. Shirky is almost impossible to defend against because he's so tricky and quick. You don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what he's going to do next.
And Noni is one of the few players we have that are like that. We don't have a lot of players like that. Like Declan, I love Declan, but Declan's pretty predictable. No, he plays. He's very direct. He's very, I know what they're going to do. Most of our players, I know the pass they're going to do before that. I see the pass they should be doing that sometimes they can't even see on the pitch. And I'm like, why out wide? Like how many times Martinelli was out cleaning acres of space the other night, and Martin was not looking over there to play that ball to him, which then frees up space for other players. But they need that safe pass.
These comments are coming in quick right now.
1-0 Katie. I haven't got the game on.
That's why I'm confused. I started looking at the screen like it's not 1-0. I think you meant Coyote. Brentford scored. Are they playing West Ham, right? Yeah, Brentford, West Ham.
Oh, Bournemouth. Are they not playing Bournemouth?
Oh my gosh, I can't keep up this day match. I'm pretty sure West Ham are playing Brentford. I would have taken Jared Bowen over Noni, Helen and Pippa. I'm not going to lie. I really like Jared Bowen. He's got 8 goals, 10 assists for a team fighting relegation. Yeah. Let me get through this. Brentford have scored. Goal 1-0 Brentford. Guys, why are you happy about this? I don't want West Ham to go down, but I do want to beat them next week, though. Definitely want to beat them next week. I'm a Madueke fan. Love to hear that. Love it. Yeah, Max saved us against Everton. We need that wild card.
100%. We need every asset we have in our squad, because each and every player has a part to play in this. Like, you're not going to win a league relying on 11 players. Them seasons were gone 20 years ago. We're not living in that world anymore where the squads were that thin. And we saw it in the first season we were going for the title. We came up short because we did not have a squad. We didn't have a bench. Now we've got a big squad, but due to the amount of injuries, I'm looking at the bench sometimes thinking, I can't see where the change is going to come from. And that's why we were shouting, bring on Max at Everton.
And it made a difference.
And it made a difference. And in that game, I don't know if we did a show and if I spoke about it, but the man behind me, and I sit so close to Mikel, he can hear us, I can hear him. We're that close. Like, you can hear everything on the match day, regardless of how loud the crowd is. And he was shouting, Max, bring on Max, Mikel, bring on Max. He was going mental for about 5 minutes. Mikel was staring him out, and I thought, oh my God, is he going to get him removed from the stadium? Because they were just locked. And the man did not shut up. He kept shouting, bring on Max. What are you waiting for? Get Max on the pitch now. And they brought him on.
So we need to bang that man. Do you know by any chance, is that man a relative of Max? Why was Mikel staring at him? Do they know each other?
I didn't think that.
Max's uncle, his dad or something.
No, I asked the guy after. I got a picture of him because I thought, I'm keeping this guy, because if we win the league and it comes down to that, this guy's a hero. Like, he needs to be remembered, because I remember that moment. I've got it all on camera.
Oh, you're saying I actually listened to him and the technical staff?
I kind of think so, because Mikel, well, maybe he was, I'm not saying he listened to him like as in how high shall I jump type of thing, but I think it was maybe something he was thinking about, because he's a little bit slow to react in game for me. I don't find Mikel's instincts quick enough sometimes with the substitutions from what I see. I feel like he's really cautious and he's so meticulous with his planning. But if the game doesn't go to plan, if they set up the oppositions a bit different, he doesn't change it. He believes that our way will prevail and we will win. And in many games, it's not happened because he's not made changes quick enough. So that day, I turned around to the woman who was sitting next to me, because every week I've got a hotspot next to me. It's like hot seat. The people that own that season ticket have not been to the Emirates since the year with all that, with Xhaka.
Not this season. What?
They haven't been for years. They sell it every game. Arsenal, I'm like FBI. The club asked me to find out what the seats are getting sold for.
I was just going to ask you, maybe it's because sometimes staff sitting near there. You know, you sure it doesn't belong to the club?
No, they're not staff. I don't know any staff that are going to pay £800 for a ticket. I don't know.
No, I mean, like, the owners of the tickets might be staff members.
No, they're not staff. I know them. I've known them for years.
Okay.
No. And every year, everyone around me keeps hoping that we're going to be able to because you can what do they call it? When you reallocate. Yeah,
you're doing that right now.
I say I want to reallocate, but in the hope that them two come up, so all my family, we can all sit together rather than all be scattered around the place.
Yeah, and
they've still got them seats. It's the craziest situation. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure the club will do the right thing. It's a big problem with the resale of tickets. It's a big problem for away games. It's a big problem for home games.
They're really trying to crack down on it because
they're really trying, which is why I'm so happy. Like, I'll help them. I'll ask. I don't care, because I want to know who's sitting next to me. Because from a security perspective, I think it's really, really, really dangerous that any random could just buy a ticket at any price and sit there. We're so close to the players. It's actually dangerous. Like, you hear of so many terrorist attacks that happen at concerts. God forbid ever that was to happen anywhere. But it's not like it doesn't happen. I just think it's really, really dangerous. So, there's my rant about the resale for tickets. I can't remember what I was talking about.
Oh, my God. Sorry. We just hit the post. Arsenal women.
Mavropanos, 1-1. West Ham 1-1.
Oh,
West Ham.
Come
Again, my boy Dino.
He's coming through, mate. He's been very impactful.
Arsenal. He wants West Ham and Arsenal to do well this year.
Wow. He's been clutch since, I think it was a FA Cup game. What game was it where he had to save them with two headers, I think, or I don't know.
It was the game we watched after our game one night. Do you remember? We walked out the game on the screens and he just equalised. Was it against Man City? I think it was against Man City.
I don't know who he's playing, but he's been clutch since then. He is fighting for his team. He deserves something. Who will be our standout player or star player today? Mr. Golden Balls asked. I have no idea. I don't mind.
I hope it's not David Raya. I hope it's.
I hope it is, but it's got to be someone different.
I hope it's like Gyökeres with a hat trick, like in that respect.
Yeah.
Or Eze with another brace, or we
need some goals. We need one of our goal players to turn up today and get us some goals. So
I hope Martinelli scores.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He needs it.
Yeah, he hasn't scored for a few weeks, like since the FA Cup, I think. Has he? I feel like he hasn't scored in ages.
Let me go through some comments. I think Declan is why our midfield. I can't play quick progressive football. I don't think our fan base is ready for that conversation. I don't think that's the reason. What makes you say that? Talk us through it.
Diagonal balls. None of them play quick diagonal balls. It's always like sideways balls.
I'm just going to put some comments on the screen. You can react to them however way you want to. We spoke about the Eze penalty already earlier on in the show, Michael. Helen gave us her on-the-ground report because she was in Madrid for the game.
What was everyone saying in the chat?
They didn't respond at the time. They was a bit quiet about it. A couple of people said they thought it was a penalty. A couple of people did say that.
I think Jesus has been really disappointing personally since he came back.
He's hardly played though. I can't even.
When he has played, it's like he hasn't been playing. He's like Casper the Ghost.
Oh,
sorry. Like I didn't even. There's a few games I didn't even know. Like I was like, where is he? He's not even in up top. He's like he comes so.
He does that
deep.
a lot though. He does that a lot.
Too deep. You can't get on the end of a ball in the box if you're in our half, near Raya. Like, come on, it's not rocket science.
Big up Andrew, the Fulham fan. He says, big up Helen and Pippa as a Fulham fan, wishing you guys all the best for the game. Are you actually wishing us all the best? Thank you. I'm worried about this game. Andrew, there's no way. I mean, I would love to. He says, as a Fulham fan, I think Arsenal will win 5-1. I would
love that. And if you're at the game and we have that scoreline,
buy your drink.
We'll go live with you. And you reveal yourself, and I hope you put money on that score and you win lots of money. Put a tenner on it.
He's going to put money on his team to lose. I don't think so.
That's what my friends do. Right. Let me tell you a story. So,
I hope they're not Arsenal fans.
Right. So I know, I don't bet, so I don't really understand how all the things work. But I don't know what the odds were. But he put money on Atletico to beat Barcelona in the first leg. I can't remember. But whatever he got like $6,000 back.
Oh,
so how much did he put on? That money, because he was so happy that he won so much money, he's put it all on them to win the tournament now. I'm sure it was in the Barcelona game he did it, or unless it was from the game before. So he's got a lot of money on
Atletico to win the whole thing.
But he's an Arsenal fan. No, he's an Arsenal fan.
No.
So the only thing that makes that bet sweet if you lose is if your team actually wins the cup, because you don't care.
Yeah, but still, you just thrown $6,000 away, you absolute nutter.
No, but it's $6,000 that it weren't that he put $6,000. It was some kind of accumulate. It was some.
Oh, it's not like you could take it out.
You know, like when you do loads of bets and connected, and like he might have put on like £100 or £50. I don't know what he put on. And from all the results, the game with Atletico was the one that gave them such good odds, because it was like they're not going to beat Barcelona in this whole accumulator thing. And because they did, that's why he then put the money on them to win the tournament. Because he was like, I never have that money anyway. Because some people are like that. They don't care. They just, like, that's how he felt. And I was like, how could you put that for art? Like, we're playing them in the next round. And he was like, yeah, but if, I'd love nothing more than to Arsenal to win. VA disallowed the goal.
Oh damn! It's back to
And they
1-0 Brentford.
again.
Thanks for the update, by the way, guys, because I'm only concentrated on the Arsenal women game. Right, there's only so much I can program. Sunderland have a red card against Wolves. No. 2-0 Newcastle. Who's Newcastle playing? I wish Declan signed for us at 14 instead of West Ham. Why? Oh, Fulham. I think he mentioned he had trouble with Fulham.
Yeah,
he was at
he's
Chelsea.
from that area, isn't he? Isn't he
Fulham.
Southwest London? I'm sure he's from that area. He grew up.
Yeah, and I think he chose West Ham instead.
Chelsea. Wasn't he at Chelsea from younger? So he must be in that area.
He was at Chelsea and Fulham, from what I remember from an interview. Don't quote me, but I remember him mentioning Fulham. Right. This John guy is on to Declan. He said Declan dwells on the ball for too long.
What is this? Are people actually not
Where's
fans
this coming from?
Everyone thinks he's our best player in the ground, and most fans.
Yeah, I love Declan.
Everyone
always takes an extra touch, and if you watch him, he always stops, looks up, then pass. Even when he carries the ball, it just gives him a chance to reset. I love Declan, but I must admit, in recent games, he's been in a goal-scoring opportunity and looks for a pass instead, and that infuriates me. He's been in the box and then passed it to Gyökeres or passed it to someone. Mate, one time hit that. You're most likely going to score.
He can do that, so I don't know what's in his head. I don't know if he's been told to
overthinking it.
Yeah, he's overthinking it. I think he looks really fatigued, personally. I think he's played too many minutes. He's not been allowed to be rested, recuperated, recover, like enough, because we've had so many matches and he's played in so many of them. And because of the injuries, he hasn't been able to have like a few, like less minutes, like maybe only play 60 minutes in certain games. Like you've got to manage their minutes better, but we've not been able to due to the injuries.
Andrew, the Fulham fan, also says, I actually quite like Arsenal as a fan base, and I like a lot of Arsenal players. So if we somehow get a draw against you guys, I'll be buzzing, but I apologise in advance. And guess what? If you're new here, everyone else here will know this. I actually really like Fulham as a football club.
I love Fulham.
One of my favourite stadiums. I say it pretty much every week. They're one of my favourite stadiums. So the love is mutual, my friend, but I don't want to draw. I need to win.
I'm fortunate to go to Fulham a lot. Like that's one of the rare London teams that I used to be able to access tickets because one of my family used to play for Fulham. And I would always he'd get me on his family ticket. And I liked it because I don't know if I should share this. I had to be careful because people used to recognise me as well in the stadium, and they tried to question it a few times. And I'd be like, family, and then I had to because they're like, you're an Arsenal fan, what are you doing? So at Fulham, we sit together. Literally, it's only like a tiny little between the Arsenal and the away and the home, like where the family tickets I had were. So I never felt too scared sitting in with the Fulham fans. And the Fulham fans are actually really nice. They're not like toxic like other clubs.
Lovely.
So and it wasn't ever the fans that gave me a problem. It was those cheeky little stewards, the little Saturday boys.
Let me tell you a story.
Man United fans.
Let me tell you a story, right? This was the season that Gabriel Jesus made his return from his ACL. You know when we had the black kits? The black with the gold writing, right? It was that season. Pulled up at Craven Cottage, but I was with Premier League, so I got my.
We had this kit, isn't it? And that was our away kit. This
third kit. Yeah, I think. So I pulled up to the home end. So I'm sitting in the home end, basically like in the middle, like the halfway line, like the really nice seats. Basically, I'm with the Premier League, but I'm with the home fans, right? So I've gone in through the home stands turnstiles, and as they're scanning my ticket, the steward says, "Pippa," and I'm like, "Oh hi." Feeling awkward. I'm thinking, oh God, why does he know who I am? And he's like, you're an Arsenal fan. And he said it's so loud. And I thought, okay. Then he told the head of security, no, she's an Arsenal fan. So the head of security comes bowling over saying, are you an Arsenal fan? I was like, no. She started unzipping my jacket to see if I got an Arsenal shirt on, which I didn't, thankfully. And then she was like, well, you can't come in for here if you're an Arsenal fan. I said, I'm working. I said, I'm literally working for the Premier League. I said, you're not going to kick me out. They tried to force me out of the state. I love Fulham, but this is I understand why they was doing it because this guy fully outed me. And then the other stewards were like, yeah, she's definitely Arsenal. And I was like, yes, cool. I'm not going to deny it because I can't at this point. But I had to literally get the people from Premier League to get me in. And it was absolutely a nightmare. And I was literally sat with some of the Arsenal players, family and friends were sat in that section as well. But I was like, come on, it's literally, honestly, it was a nightmare. I felt it was horrible. It was horrible. She wanted me out. She grabbed me. Go on.
I need to say this before I forget. You've just reminded me something that happened at the game the other night. So I know I shouldn't maybe talk about this on camera, but I'm going to talk about it, but I'm not going to say who it involved, right? So basically, where I was sitting at the game, I was sitting with a lot of like the family in that section. Coincidentally, yeah, absolutely coincidence. And during the first half, when we scored the penalty, the guy in front of me was holding his head, yeah, because obviously he was Spanish. He's an Atletico fan, like I would be sitting there stressed if it was, you know, the other way around. And it was one guy with a few women. And then our fans, like, so I didn't see nothing. Bearing in mind, they're right in front of me. I saw nothing until they started arguing and it all started kicking off. And it was getting a bit like, and it really pissed me off because it was a woman and all I can see is these two men, male Arsenal fans, in her face. And she was going for it. And I was thinking, go, girl, but I've got your back. I'm right behind you because I'm not having no one sit there being abusive to nobody in front of me, especially not a man or a woman. Like, yeah. Anyway, long story short, they were arguing for ages because at first I thought they were just discussing something to do with the game, but I could see it was really heated and she was fuming. She was going nuts at them. Anyway, by the time it finished, the guy went and spoke Spanish. I knew they were Spanish because I could hear him speaking Spanish and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, then I just said to her, you okay? Because I thought maybe they went into him, you know, like when everyone's celebrating, I thought maybe you know, and she was saying like, you know, and I said to her, you okay? I said, like, is everything all right? Because she was so upset. And she goes to me and she goes, she just went mental. She goes, how dare they? I'm a player's wife and they're abusing us and telling us that we shouldn't be in this game because my guest is an Atletico fan. She goes, how dare they? They're telling me their friends got denied tickets and got tickets taken away because of people like us. She goes, because they obviously heard them. So they just they're Atletico fans in the away.
I hear it though. I hear the Arsenal fans perspective because there's so many of us that can't get a ticket.
I was like, oh, I said, I thought he started being abusive or hit you or pushed into you lot or something the way, because they were arguing for ages.
They're both right and they're both wrong.
No, completely. And I said to her, look, I said, in the heat of the moment, emotions are high. I said, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay and that you weren't physically or abuse, you know, like it wasn't anything that, because I don't like to see that. I hate any conflict. And I said, as long as you're okay, I said, I'm sure they didn't mean it. And she was fuming. She was having none of it. She was going in.
I haven't mentioned any names, but by process of elimination, I can only imagine who it is because, you know, there's not that many Spanish players in the team.
Well, I didn't guess who it was, so you might not, babe.
But yeah, I understand from both perspectives because as an Arsenal fan, they put us through so much to actually get access to their away tickets. If I was there and I saw someone a Atletico fan, I'd be fuming, thinking, "How much I have to get this ticket?"
100%. So
and then my son couldn't come. My friend couldn't come because, you know, you're making sure that everyone here is an Arsenal fan. So how is this non-Arsenal fan in here? So I get it. I do get it.
But that's the reason why. But I didn't think it was that. I genuinely thought they were being misogynistic or they were just being rude to women. Or in my head, I just assumed they like it was something. My head would never have gone to. I didn't even realize he was wearing yellow. I could see like the red collar, and I guessed it might have been an Atletico shirt underneath. But they were doing no harm to no one. He wasn't rude. He wasn't cheering. They were sitting there proper minding their own business. So who am I to sit there trying to beef the person who's got a ticket in that end? Clearly, and plus they're Spanish. You know they're going to be related to one of our players if they're in our end because they ain't or like if they're wearing Atletico.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like that's how
they should have won. They should not have won the Atletico though. But yeah, let's move on.
No, I don't know if he was. He was wearing a yellow hoodie. Nah. I'm saying if he had a bit of red on his thing, if it's an Atletico, I'm saying I don't know if it was. Might have had an Arsenal shirt underneath. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that just reminded me when you said about that the situation. Yeah. Like so many tickets were cut from. Like the Ashburton Army, from so many supporters club, there was so many issues. Everyone we know, personal people, me and you both know, were out there with no tickets because they'd all booked accommodation knowing or assuming they were on a supporters club, they were going to get a ticket. And they cut over 50 tickets on certain, this is what I've been told. I mean, I don't know. This is personal conversations and information through other fans that I was told when I was in Madrid. So if their friends were one of them that were there without a ticket and they couldn't get a ticket, I kind of understand they might have been a bit pissed off. So a lot of politics with these tickets, like I keep telling you, it's a lot.
Michael, the women's team, all women's Champions League games are shown on Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus streaming service, literally every UEFA Women's Champions League game is streamed on Disney Plus live. Odegaard wasn't happy when he came off. Yeah, I saw that, and I think it was because he had such an amazing goal scoring opportunity, and he took about 2-3 touches before he took the shot.
That's his fault. Why did he do that? Hit it first time. He didn't want to hit it.
Yes, we scored. It's equals 3-3 on aggregate. It's 2-1 Leon.
Is this going to extra time? Will it go to extra time and pens?
It's the 75th minute, so hopefully we can get another one. We can get another one.
They've got long enough.
Come on, girls. Who scored that? Was it Russo? So I was looking at both. Give me a second. Let me watch the replay. But come on. I think it's Russo. Yep, Alessia Russo. That's our girl, man. She knows how to show up in big games. Oh, and that's what we need from the men today. We need players that can show up in big games.
We need Gyökeres.
Every game is a big game right now.
See, I see Gyökeres being like Alessia because she was a little bit slow to start in her first season.
Yeah, she was. And everyone was getting on
that. Yeah, do you remember? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then she just kicked on, and she's been unstoppable ever since.
Yeah, because the first season was a bit slow, and she's been here now. It's her third season.
Yeah, and she's won the Champions League. She's won the League Cup, hasn't she? How long has she been here? Yeah, Champions League, League Cup, the FIFA World Cup.
I want to say it's her third season. I'm sure it's her third or second or third.
Dixie says, new here. Do you do Arsenal watch-alongs on this channel a lot? I wouldn't say a lot because me and Helen are both match-going fans. We are season ticket holders and we go to every home game, and Helen goes to a lot of away games. But if there's ever an away game that we both don't have a ticket to, we'll obviously give you warning and we'll do a live watch-along. Like, for example, we both didn't have tickets to Man City away recently in the Premier League, and we did a live watch-along for that. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated.
Right now, because we are at the business end of the season and our lives are so invested in this club.
Football club, yeah.
You're going to be seeing a lot more of us, I feel like.
Yeah.
So get your notifications on. There is another channel that we do work with that I know are really keen to get us on there. So watch this space because there'll be a lot of things happening very, very soon.
To pay attention, there'll be updates. Yeah. If not on the She's a Keeper Instagram, pay attention to our personal Instagrams. We'll definitely keep you posted. We've got a comment here from Emerson. Pippa or Helen, did you hear that Odegaard was not on the team walk this morning? Oh, why is that?
Oh, no. Tell us more. I've not heard anything.
I know you know the scoop. What's that about? Because there's always someone that films all the team walks as well.
Yeah, who is it? That Connor, AFC Connor or someone. There's someone who I follow on Instagram that he seems to be there everywhere. And I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know who he is, but he's getting some great footage. Keep it up. Yeah. I love it. I love to see it. Yeah.
Emerson, I'll be waiting for your comment about that. Do you reckon Declan will be captain next year? Yeah. Is a likelihood. He's one of the leaders of the team. It's him, Saka, and Gabriel that are the.
Can I just say who I'd like to see captain, or definitely one of them, or is he? And I've forgotten. Marino. Okay, Marino is a leader. He's a boss. Honestly, he's
and do you know that
professional. I think he's such a great player, and we miss him dearly. We miss him so much.
And you know when all of these players do these shows where they have like these quick fire question and answers where they say which player is most likely to be a manager? Literally, I think almost every player says Marino.
Definitely.
I've heard Marino's name come up a lot. So it's definitely something he's like in his character in training that gives.
Yeah, he's a leader up here. Very intelligent. The way he plays football. He's way more switched on than a lot of the players we have. And I mean that with respect. The way he plays the game, the way he understands the game, the way he interprets the game, the way he dictates the game. It's not a coincidence that he was banging in all those goals when we had no striker. That is not a coincidence. Because now we don't have him. No one else is taking that initiative to take up those positions and finish off the way like he was. Because we're not playing that different. Our formation hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, it hasn't. Alex says, I think Declan is important to the team, but on the ball, when you play for Arsenal, I personally think he has to improve a lot in possession. I can't believe I'm hearing this so much recently. Charlotte says, girls, I don't know how Declan Rice isn't your captain. He's one of our best ever captains, only the third captain to win us a trophy. Yeah, he was amazing for West Ham. I see your profile picture there.
That was for West Ham, yeah? My little fear is our little techie stats people, because I'm only going from what I see, and I could be really, really wrong. How many games have we won when Declan's been captain?
Not that many, you know. Or we've either drawn or
and that's why I'm not jumping. That's why I'm not jumping to say Declan for captain. Not because I don't think he can do the job. He hasn't been lucky when he's been captain. There's like a bad juju on it. So for me, we drop points when he's been captain. I can't remember many wins. I get a bit of stress when I hear Dex and Gabrielle as well. When Gabrielle's been captain, if you've noticed,
we defender obviously. Magalhaes.
Yeah. The couple of games he's been captain, I think, are the couple we lost.
There's this thing about the captaincy, which I feel like I'm opposite to many other fans when it comes to captaincy. And this is why I like and I don't want Martin Odegaard fans to take this the wrong way, but I like when the captain is not essentially the best player on the pitch. Back to a few seasons ago, lockdown season, when that whole captaincy thing happened with Granit Xhaka, everyone wanted Aubameyang to wear the armband because Aubameyang was scoring all the goals. Aubameyang was carrying us, right? But I don't like it when our star player, our main player,
like that. Pippa,
whether you're serious or not, I don't like when the let's say quote unquote important player, the match saving player, the player that's killing it is the captain, because that's double responsibility now. You can't be the guy and the captain. I know a lot of people won't agree with me on that. But I prefer when it's like, obviously football's changed now. Back in the day, when you had captains like your Tony Adams, your centre backs, your defenders, they weren't really the glamorous players. But as football's progressing, you've got your Salibas, your Gabriels, where everyone talks about you now and everyone's talking about defenders. But normally for me, a defender or a defensive midfielder like a Patrick Vieira should be the captain. But when you start calling for creative players to be the captain, even though Odegaard is, but like, I don't like it. Let them do their job, being the creativity star, goal scoring. Let the defenders captain.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
No, I agree with you. I like that no nonsense Tony Adams, that Sol Campbell, like Patrick Vieira. That's my upbringing. That's my core DNA of being an Arsenal fan. That is the way I grew up, knowing football and a captain to be, a leader to be. That's my style. However, there are players that are great leaders that lead with a different style to them sort of guys, you know? You're laughing at the comments.
Yeah, because I mentioned Mickey Mouse earlier, so that's funny. Well done, Jack.
But yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't even care. I just want trophies. I don't care. The way I look at it, if you're that good, you don't need a captain on the pitch, really. They all should know what they're doing. In-game management is more important than someone shouting at you and telling you what to do. I've never been this. I'm a rebel. I've never been able to work for people because I don't like to be told what to do. I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me what to do. And I deliver better in that situation. And there's a lot of players that are like that. They don't want to be micromanaged on the pitch by people. You're a creative.
Especially when you've got enough leaders in the team. So for instance, perfect example. The other night, like I said, I was at the Arsenal women game where they beat Leicester 7-0, right? And there was a couple of injuries, like long pauses in the game with the Leicester players. I think the goalkeeper went down. So within that, there was huddles. But the Leicester team, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, of course, the Leicester team all came over and huddled with their manager by the touchline. But the Arsenal women, they just stayed and did their own huddle. And our captain wasn't the captain. The captain, for some reason, no, Kim was the captain, sorry. And then Leah came on. Oh, wait. For some reason, Katie McCabe had the armbands, because then when Leah Williamson came on as a sub, she handed the captaincy to Leah. But anyway, my point is, there's so many leaders in the Arsenal women's team, because you've got to remember, so many of them are captains for their national team.
Yeah.
Like Leah, England, Katie, Ireland, Kim, Scotland, like, well, not anymore.
Yeah.
There's so many captains and leaders in that team that they had their own team talk, and there was no micromanaging, and they carried on doing what they were doing, and they dominated. They didn't hold back. They didn't need to keep scoring, but they carried on. Boom, goals.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. That's just what I think, because I feel you're all creatives, you're all professionals. You get all your preparation throughout the week. You don't need someone barking orders to you on the pitch. I mean, and also, I can see them go like this. I'm free. Give me the ball. And they don't listen. So how are they going to listen to a captain?
Yeah, true.
Like, let's be real. They've all got egos. They ain't listening to no one.
Yeah.
I mean,
who do we have out on loan? Let me get the full list, actually.
Ethan, Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson.
Oh, God, I forgot about Fabio.
Who else?
Let me get the full list up.
Definitely.
As of 2026, several men's players are on loan to gain first-team experience.
Goalkeeper.
Notable names including Fabio Vieira, Jakob Kiwior, Reece Nelson, and Carl Hine.
Kiwior on loan? I thought we sold him.
He went, you know. I thought
he went.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like him.
Sorry, I forgot. Fabio Vieira, Jakob Kiwior, Reece Nelson, Carl Hine, Ethan Ranieri, Maldini Calcari.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not that many.
Not that many. Not that many.
Because you got him, Maldini is basically I think he's only played.
He's
I don't think he played first team. Yeah.
He's not someone.
And if he has, I think he's only on the bench.
No, he wouldn't have had an effect on like anything this season. He wouldn't have played. He probably would have even sat on the bench.
Hold on. She's offside. She has to be offside.
I think Ethan's the one mainly. Would we have even needed Kiwior? Probably not. Vieira, definitely not.
Sorry, Helen. Give me a second. You can keep. Sorry.
Everyone,
they can't give this.
Are you joking? They just scored.
They can't give this. Oh, they're checking it. They can't give this. She literally looks so offside.
They're going to give it. Is their manager in their face? Is the whole team in the referee's face? They're going to give it.
No, they can't give that. Oh my gosh, I'm on edge. I'll read some comments while I'm waiting for that goal check. Pippa, no one from medical team did not say anything when they got back from the team walk. Just wait for news on pre-match interview before kickoff. Oh, was you near them on the team walk, Emerson? Did you see them out on their walk? Is this first-hand journalism here?
I love that. We need to do that.
It's why Saka is captain, but I don't like that he is. That's another thing. People won't agree with me, but I don't like seeing players like Saka as captain. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like. I wouldn't like to see Thierry Henry as captain. I didn't like stuff like that. I don't like that.
Yeah. I hear that. Yeah. And Thierry Henry weren't great as a captain either.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I mean. And when they are captain, they're not great captains. They're just great footballers. Let them play.
Yeah. Just let them stick to doing their thing. But that's why I say Marino. He's got the qualities that leadership quality.
This is a long check. Oh my gosh. Ipswich Town have been promoted to the Premier League. The boys are back. Just want to let you know that breaking news. Ipswich Town have been promoted to the Premier League.
Peppa Pig are going to have one in the Prem and maybe one in the Championship.
What's the Peppa Pig chat about? No, I'm out of the loop. I'm never out of the loop.
I'm sure Peppa Pig sponsor or collab with Ipswich, I think.
I'm going to have to Google this stuff because I've literally don't know anything about it.
I'm sure that's what one of the fans was telling me on the train the other day when we were in Madrid.
What's going on?
The joke on the plane in Madrid was all about Peppa Pig and the whole Tottenham thing. It all broke while we were there. And it was really, really funny. And everyone thought it was a joke. We just thought it was a joke. But it was actually a serious, it was real. It wasn't even like fake news. It was real. We couldn't believe it.
Right. Let's get on some comments because I'm so far behind and we've got to start get ready to go to Emirates soon.
I need to go to the time's kickoff. I need to go.
5:30. All right, let's get through these comments because they're talking too long about individual ones. We need to move on quickly. Robin says, hey, I'm a City fan. There are strong rumours Pep is going this season. Yeah, there's been rumours for a long time. They are. I think if we win at Everton, it's going to go down to goal difference. Which trophy do you reckon you have the highest chance of winning?
Well,
this goal check is still going on. Oh my God.
The highest chance of winning, I would say, is the one where you've only got 2 games as opposed to 5. But that could be wishful thinking. Pippa's looking really stressed, guys.
They've given the goal.
I told you they're going to give it.
That was a super long check. Oh my God.
Give it.
And there's only 2 minutes left. Oh my God, we're out of the Champions League. No, there's still time.
Hopefully they'll get another one and take it to extra time.
We fought so hard to come back. Oh my gosh. What a comeback from Leon, man. Sorry, you were saying something about Pep.
I think right now the highest chance we've got is the champs because there's only 2 games.
Yeah.
Just basic maths is why I say that.
Like logically, that's the
logically. Yeah, I'm just using my logic.
But mentally, I don't know if we can get that one over the line, but let's hope we can. Right.
Yeah,
let's
we
go through. I would put Raya as captain. The way he organises our defence is great. Yes, because he can talk easily and quickly to the defence because they're right in front of him. But I don't know how he would get information to the players. I'm not a fan of captain. Yeah. Alex says the Declan Rice PR captain talk needs to stop. It's disrespectful to Martin. Yep. And talking about responsibility, why does Dec hide from the ball in difficult situations? Brave players want the ball all the time.
Okay. I think Declan asks for the ball enough, personally. I don't think he hides from the ball. I've seen him often, like, go take the ball from another player to be on the ball when we're in desperate situations. I just think it's a debate that the fans have created that just keeps going. I think because he was also captain at West Ham, so that's the reason why. I don't think it's anything more than that. If he wasn't captain at West Ham, winning a trophy, would they have the same energy with that conversation?
Yeah, I feel like he's probably most likely, depending on how long. It looks like Harry Kane can still keep going, to be honest. Depending on how long Harry Kane's still going for England, I feel like he's the next in line to be England captain. Whenever there was a period when Harry Kane wasn't playing for England, whether it was due to injury or whatever it was, Declan was wearing the armband, so I guess he's the next in line for that. Right, who replaces Pep? Is it Company? Company's enjoying life at Bayern Munich, my friend. I don't think he's.
Why would Company want to leave Bayern to go when he's going to just walk the league most seasons to come here right now? Because he's
strong managerial experience right now in Bayern Munich, and he's smashing it. He's in the Champions League semi-final. We've had one of the best games of the Champions League this season. Like he's good.
I mean, I'd like him.
He's got a striker that scored 50+ goals this season. That's unheard of.
Yeah, but he'll go to City and have one there in Haaland. So not a bad position to be in, is it?
True.
Who would I like us to sign?
Yeah,
I wanted us to sign the person I'd love us to sign 2 seasons ago, and it never happened when he was playing in Italy. I don't even want to say his name wrong. Cara. I'll call him Cara.
Oh, the one at PSG.
Yeah, PSG, the left back, the left winger.
So oh my gosh.
He's been my favourite player for like 2 seasons.
9 minutes at a time. Arsenal, come on, do your big one, please. Oh, set piece.
Right, no, you don't know about the Peppa Pig. Right, no. Jack, go. Just Google Peppa Pig and it will come up with Spurs. I'm sure that's how bad it is. Just Google Peppa Pig and look at the images and it'll all be there.
Arsenal set pieces, bro. Arsenal set piece. Oh.
Come on, girls. Right, is there anything else we need to cover before we wrap this up?
I think the Premier is more likely, but the Champions League is possible. I'm going to read through all these quickly. Pippa, do the Champions League have semi-automated offside? Yeah, they've got the same VAR in the men's game as you just saw there, where they showed the image saying she's onside, but she looked off. Dex is probably the hardest working player of the team. Nobody covers it for miles on our team yet. Odegaard seems more like a lead by example captain, maybe not as vocal. It's 100% true. He is someone that acts and behaves like a true professional.
Yeah, he's a true professional.
Gabriel deserves the armband more than Rice or anyone else in the team, if I'm honest. Okay, that's a different take.
Why?
Wait, I swear. Thank you, Elijah. Didn't she? Her whole arm was offside. In the Premier League, when you're flipping shoulders offside, they say it's offside. Yeah. Her whole arm... Oh, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, but we know that the Champions League have their complete own set of rules, don't they? We saw that the other night. We see it consistently. Mavropanos is so good. I agree. He is. He's brilliant. I don't actually know why we got rid of Mavropanos. I thought he was brilliant, even when he was at Arsenal. I thought he was going to be centre-back with Saliba. I thought they were going to be our 2 young, sort of like new centre-back pairing. But there's obviously something that Mikel wasn't seeing.
Yeah. Right. We've gone through all the comments. thank you so much for tuning in. We've been with you for an hour and 15 minutes now. How's everyone feeling? We're going to get ready to go to Emirates, and we unplanned.
I can't believe we did this.
Not even joking.
I was inspired by my pink nails. What was your reason, Pippa?
I don't know. Mine's just all laid out hung up in all. I just thought, it's nice sunshine. Let me go for the pink one. I thought the sunshine. Let me get the pink one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're matching vibes. Hopefully,
are we gonna go matching vibes to the game, or are we gonna get?
I don't think I'm still gonna wear it, but we'll see how I feel.
I am.
I might not even wear an Arsenal shirt full stop, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Because the weather seems to have changed a bit, but yeah, guys.
Oh, thank you. Wait. Oh, Helen broke my heart with her Arteta take. Which one?
What Arteta take? What Arteta take?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I talk so much. I can't remember what I said. What Arteta take?
I don't remember what you said about Arteta. You hardly spoke about him.
I called him my bestie. Is that what's offended them? Or that I say he takes a bit too long sometimes to make subs?
I know, her hair looks amazing, isn't it, Tariq? I was saying that before we went live.
I washed it yesterday. It's clean. When I travel, I feel dirty. Like the first thing I have to do is get back, shower. I showered there, but there's no way I'm wasting time doing my hair when I go away.
Yeah. But yes, Lucas, to answer your question, we are going to do our utmost to try and get you content out whilst we're still at the stadium after the full-time whistle.
Yes, so it might even be today as well. So
yeah, we're going to try and do that today.
Yeah, we will. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Find somewhere nice and quiet. Oh, I'll bring my microphone.
Yes, please, Pippa, do that. Yeah. Have you got any lighting? And
no, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to order some of that.
Out today, we might be all right.
Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in. As always, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos. And as we said, we might be on a new platform soon because if talks go well with this other platform. So
pray, guys, pray for some good news.
And we shall see you soon. We'll keep you posted as always. Come on, you Gunners, let's get those 3 points.
Points pending.
See you later, guys.